So, day 2 of our trek, and guess we're resting here for a week. No, a day. What's the situation report?
Half the team got wiped out by food poisoning.
The other half had diarrhea. And somehow the both of us are alive.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Barely. Hello, everybody. How are y'all?
Wow.
Good.
Horrible.
Horrible. Yes, the whole place is covered in puke.
The lowest point was when everyone started vomiting that one night at Lama Hotel. And it was very interesting because there's no doctors or medical people around us. And everyone started looking at me. I was like, I don't know, bro. First year, bro, I don't know anything.
I remember when I came down from Kenjinri, I puked everywhere. I was lying in bed and it was damn dark. I was all alone because everyone was upstairs eating with a warm fireplace. And in my mind I was just like, shit, this is it. I'm going home. But then I was like, I remember Arthur came in after that, then we talked for a bit. And I realized that shit, I can't leave the team behind. I need to finish this. And I feel like everyone also thought the same.
For me, I think my lowest low was in Kenjin Gobak. I think I got hit by a bit of AMS. Because after we went to Kenjinri and we came down, I just had like no appetite and I puked at night. But after that, I felt better already. After the one puke, and I felt better.
I think we were really there for each other when we needed to be. I mean, I think the team has had a lot of hardships. I remember I saw Santia like half dead, was walking through the mountains, and she said that she had to do it like for everyone lah.
It was one of the worst moments of my life because I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. I couldn't even swallow water that day, and like every step was like so painful. But you have to keep going, you know. I was like, oh my god, like how long is this going to last? Like I didn't know if mountaineering was even for me anymore. Like if a simple like food poisoning can like take you out, how are you supposed to like climb a freaking mountain, right?
When you're there, it feels more life or death. Whereas back home, you know, like, okay, you fall lah. But then over here, you fall, you know there are like consequences to falling.
It's more mentally challenging because you're away from family, away from home. Like this trip away from like food. Every day we eat like dal bhat or like some pasta. Oh, it was quite, actually I found that one of the hardest parts about the trip.
So many doubts, like even during glacier training, the first time I actually like stepped on ice, like it was so painful and I fell down the slope so many times. I was like, what if this happens in the summit? Like, what if I keep falling down and just never make it up? The feeling before the summit I think it was one of the lowest points of my life because it was like every single step was so painful. And I think even Tulsi looked back and was like, do you guys want to give up? And I think like I was like, really breaking down at that point. Like it was so intense. Like we've been walking and walking for hours and you're telling me we can't see the summit.
I was so tired. I remember I looked back and I saw Arthur, and it was comforting to see Arthur tired too, because Arthur looks indestructible. Yeah, I remember I looked to him and I just told him, dude, I'm fucking tired, I gotta take a break. He was there, I said, dude, we're almost there. Then he just looked up. I looked up also, I saw like Antia holding the summit flag, like shouting and all. And I was like, I need to be there, you know. I need to be there with my team. I'm already all the way here. I can't turn back now.
Woo! Oh my god, Joe! You did it, bro.
You did it, bro. You fucking made it!
Yeah!
What the fuck?
But at the summit, I was like, wow, we actually made it. It was so surreal. It was like, I really couldn't believe it. Like it was just something else, man. And seeing everyone walk up, like seeing everyone like really trudge on, like push through all that pain, and like everyone arriving one by one. It was wow. It was really nice. Yeah.
You got to journey through it with like a group of people that I don't think you really get the opportunity to do these kind of things elsewhere. Especially in uni where it's like it's really high by. I think that's what made this trip kind of special, was that I had a team behind me.
Being in the company of everyone else, having so many people beside me going through the same thing, thinking that, if they can do it, I can do it. That really pushed me to complete TMC.
I felt like being part of a team made the journey sweeter in a way, much sweeter than maybe it would have been if I did it alone. So I think like having like a supportive team is kind of what makes this like special, I would say. And like, yeah, I mean, knowing you're part of like an entire like legacy or community of like-minded like people who are mountaineers, were mountaineers, continue to be mountaineers is like a special feeling, I would say.
I think our team was very good. Like honestly, our team, maybe we were not the fittest batch, but I think we are definitely one of the most bonded batches. Yeah, and we really had a blast. And everyone is very adventurous. Everyone is very like gung-ho to just go and do something really stupid. And yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
It's a mixture of like amazing feeling and bond that we created, but then also a bit of sadness because today's the last day.
Like, I'm so glad we got to do this together as a team. And like, I feel like us being together, it's not just about mountaineering. It's not just about like conquering that mountain. It's also so many like all the joy, all the happiness we share together, and like all the other adventures we have other than like actually going up that mountain.
Honestly, when I joined mountaineering, I didn't expect to join for the community here. But I remember like the first week of training, I was actually pleasantly surprised to meet everyone. Like, oh, these are some cool peeps.
I would say like thanks for the memories. Even if they weren't so great, like some of them were like, I mean, I remember there were times when we were irritated at each other, but I think like what I found like really heartwarming was that like nobody kind of like verbalized that. You know, even if we were frustrated in the moment, we understood that it was because we were either like cold, hungry, tired, and we knew that it wasn't necessarily that person's fault. And I felt like that was something very special for me, I think.
I feel like it really takes a trip like this to like transcend some of the limits you set for yourselves. Like, it really takes something like of such great like magnitude to make you like understand that you're capable of so much more than you think you can. And yeah.
Here you are.
Here we are, guys.
Summited.
We summited Baden Powell Scout Peak. I'm so happy. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, this was nice.
I'm a sucker for the gossip, man. I take it too far.